If you're ready to spend more time growing your business rather than running your business, it might be time to get started on thinking about outsourcing your bookkeeping needs. Hi, I'm Karen Kinsinger. If you don't know who I am, I'm an online bookkeeper that specializes with QuickBooks Online, and I help small business owners make sense of their finances. Today we're talking about how outsourced bookkeeping works, plus 5 tips to getting started with outsourcing your bookkeeping. But first, you need to understand the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. It's important to learn the key differences between the services offered by your bookkeeper and your accountant in order to set realistic expectations going forward. Let's take a quick review of these differences. A bookkeeper takes care of recording your business transactions surrounding your employee payroll, your business purchases, receipts, sales, and payments. An accountant, on the other hand, doesn't typically get involved with these day-to-day tasks, but rather looks at the bigger picture when it comes to financial decision making. An accountant's responsibilities include things like verifying the financial data recorded by the bookkeeper, generating reports about your cash flow, analyzing accounts, performing audits, and preparing tax returns, income statements, and balance sheets. As an outsourced bookkeeper, I don't currently prepare taxes, but I do ensure that your records are accurate and up to date so that you'll be ready for tax season. Now, let's get on to the 5 tips to getting started with outsourcing your bookkeeping. First of all, you'll want to connect with your CPA. Going off of the last point, your bookkeeper should work with your CPA or tax preparer to complete your accounting team. Once you've found an outsourced bookkeeper that meets your needs, the next important step would be to introduce them to your CPA so that both will feel comfortable asking questions as needed. Secondly, you'll want to customize the scope of work. The great thing about working with outsourced bookkeepers is that you can choose from existing bookkeeping plans or customize one to meet your needs. But don't worry, customized bookkeeping plans aren't always expensive. In fact, I like to customize each client's bookkeeping package to be precisely what they need so that they're not paying for something that they aren't likely to need or use. Third, you'll need to give your bookkeeper access to your books. There's simply no way around this one. In order to work with an outsourced bookkeeper, you're going to have to give them access to your financial information. It can be scary at first, but it actually isn't, since your bookkeeper will have limited access that you authorized. An outsourced bookkeeper generally only needs access to the following areas: your accounting platform access. If you've already started using accounting software such as QuickBooks, you can simply navigate to the Manage Users section and update the settings. You'll also need to give them access to your bank and financial information. And you can ask your financial institution to create a read-only login credentials to properly secure access to your accounts. They'll need access to vendor management, and you can set up and communicate to your vendors how to send bills to bill.com. They may need access to payroll. If you use a third-party payroll service, be sure to give your outsourced bookkeeper the necessary documentation or electronic file to migrate into QuickBooks Payroll. They might need access to sales tax, and you can set up an account for your bookkeeper with login credentials. If you do job costing, they might need that. Let your outsourced bookkeeper know which bills belong to each job category as is necessary. And if there's any subcontractors, they'll need access to that. And you can send your bookkeeper the appropriate tax information or W-9s for any individual that you pay more than $600 in a given year. The fourth one is that you need to have an in-house point of contact. When you hire a bookkeeper, introduce him or her to all the key players in your organization that they might need to work with going forward. It may also be beneficial to appoint a primary point of contact that will be responsible for communicating with your bookkeeper. And the fifth one is that communication is essential. The overall goal is that you should be comfortable reaching out to your bookkeeper anytime you need an answer to a question about your books. Establish the expectations for communication with your bookkeeper, whether it's by phone, email, video chat, or another method. Doing so can solve a lot of problems down the road because you know what to expect. Now that you have a good understanding of the steps involved in outsourcing your bookkeeping needs, why wait any longer to start saving yourself time, headache, and money? Book yourself a free discovery call with me where we'll discuss your business goals and needs and see if we'd be a great fit to work together so that you can focus on growing your business, not running it. I'd love to chat with you, so book your free discovery call with me using the link in the video's description, and I look forward to chatting with you very soon.